Hello, Mortgage Zeus. Hello, AC Gunnar. My ankle still has a lot of ugliness to it. A lot of scrapes and cuts and pains and slightly swollen, but it's coming a long way. The healing process has taken. Hello, Christian. Good morning, RJ. Has taken much longer than I expected. Good morning, Mortgage Zeus. I worked last night. Wasn't a long shift, but I did work. I'll get to the details of the shift in a little bit. I don't like to make excuses, so I didn't mention to anybody the less than perfect condition of my ankle. As I was standing there and it was feeling bad, and I was looking at other people's shoes, and I was wondering, hey, if I got a pair of these kind of shoes, would this help my foot, my body, my back, my knees, and all that? And I think it would. And honestly, the shoes I might get are shoes that my ex-wife hated. My ex-wife hated. What are you going to do? She's an ex-wife. So maybe you get the shoes you want these days. And they were called Danskos. They were the Dansko Professionals. And they're clogs. And, clogs look maybe silly on men or funny on men, but I will tell you what, they are comfortable. And they support your back, your body, your joints. I believe a lot of nurses and doctors wear them because they're so supportive, and nurses are on their feet a lot. I'll tell you what, waiters are on their feet a lot as well. And I was standing there for 4+ hours last night in watching the food come out of the oven and watching the food get prepared and plated at my new job or restaurant. It feels a little funny calling it my new job since I've only been through day one of training, and it was the easy day where I look at the food and I get to sample a whole heck of a lot of it. But we'll talk about that in a moment. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It is 5:52 a.m. It is August 7th. A date of some significance. But anyway, this is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me kind of sharing a little bit of life's adventures, the roller coaster that life is, the fun that can be had with life if we wake up. And I'm not saying we're going to wake up with a good attitude every day, because I woke up and I'm going rabba snabba frabba labba rah, thinking about a bunch of negative thoughts. Oh, yes, I was. But if we wake up with the determination, thank you, RJ, to wake up with a determination to turn our attitude around. And again, I think our mind is trained to go to the negative and look for problems and look for issues. But I think if we recognize that and learn from it, when we're waking up in the morning and we're going, don't want to get out of bed, got to go to work today, it's rainy outside, the weather's cold, my boss is a jerk, my kids are hellions, whatever negative thoughts we could have come into our mind, and maybe say a little prayer and think about a few things we're grateful for. As we're getting out of bed, do a little stretching and do a little twisting and touch your toes maybe. I don't know. Helps me. Maybe it'll help you too. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. Oh no, it's not just a show about me talking and sharing all those feelings. For those that have been watching a while, hold on, I gotta drink some water. It's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I really love how the Starbucks water cup is a perfect, I mean, almost fitted. If I pushed down, it would almost stick. Maybe I could even use the little sippy. I could use the little sippy hole on my cup. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you, God, for the perfect fitting Starbucks mug over my, Starbucks lid over my coffee mug. I say that with a laugh, and I kind of mean it. I guess if you're laughing, life's good. You know, and I talk about, I don't know where I feel on the faith journey that is my life. But I'll tell you what, when I thank the Lord for a lid that fits my coffee cup, or thank you, Lord, I found something in my room that I was not sure I would, I will tell you what, I just feel a little bit better. Or a whole lot bit better. It's amazing. You should try it. You know how I feel about advice and people saying what you should do. Don't like it a lot, so I retract that. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't retract it, because it's my show. You don't have to tune in. But anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip at this early hour on this Wednesday morning of this significant day. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Telling you what, it's the pumpkin spice from Starbucks. As I was making it this morning, hold on, I'm not sure I got enough. I was making it this morning. RJ wants one more. All right. Who am I hurting if I just sit here and take sips out of my coffee? It's not even 6 in the morning. I worked last night. It's my birthday, gosh darn it. I should be able to do whatever the heck I want. Oh, that's nice. But anyway, as I was getting my coffee ready, opening up my orange bag, I was thinking, hey, maybe I should go to the store and get some other types of coffee. I'm really kind of enjoying staying at this extended stay. I wake up. I have air conditioning blowing on me. I have TV if I want to tune it in. I want, thank you, Rockin' Robin. I got a little kitchenette, which is getting more full by the day. Kind of comfortable here. But, I don't know. Oh, so my point was I might need to go to, thank you, Eddie, might need to go to the store. Thank you, Kelly R. Might need to go to the store and pick up some different types of coffee. Thank you, AC Gunnar. For those that are watching, that are regulars to my show, like AC Gunnar and Kelly R. Thank you, Henry Ziba. If I'm mispronouncing your name, or you have a name other than, like, for instance, AC Gunnar, maybe you, thank you, Carolyn, maybe you have a beautiful name, and you might be hiding it behind AC Gunnar. Not that there's anything wrong with the name AC Gunnar, and I hate to pick on AC Gunnar because they're a regular watcher. So I'm not picking on them. I'm just using them as an example. Maybe they have a very pretty name like Alexandra or the whatever, Christian or Juliet or some name that they would prefer to hear more often. That I would recommend, if that is you, whoever you may be, to change your Instagram or your social media name from random initials that somebody like me is going to say, AC Gunnar. And maybe you would like to hear your name being used. Just Kelly. Well, Kelly says she is just Kelly, but she's Kelly R. I don't know if I have any other Kellys watching, but I might someday. And when I get a huge audience of Kellys, I will need, like Maverick. Maverick. I don't know what his name really is, but he's Maverick to me. He's MVic 1986, another regular watcher. His name could be Mark Vic or something like that, but I don't know. AC Ganar is saying AC is fine by me. It will be hard for me to change any names I call you guys because you are who you are to me. Maybe I'll develop and what have you. How was the ending to chapter 55? Oh, let's not get to that. Oh, the ending to chapter 55 was great. I was trying to figure out what you mean. Again, it's my birthday today. It's my birthday. I'm 56 years old. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois. I was born at 11:23 a.m. on August 7th, 1968. And the reason I remember 11:23 is because my mother, who passed about 4.5 years ago, used to call me at like either exactly 11:23 or 11:22, or, you know, it was a time before digital clocks, so we didn't know the exact time. I think there was, she died of Alzheimer's, and I kid you not, there was, I remember the first day she didn't call me on my birthday, as her Alzheimer's was, I don't want to get teary-eyed, but as her Alzheimer's was progressing, and, yeah, I remember the day she didn't call me. So, appreciate your moms. You appreciate your dads. They're not going to be around forever, I'm telling you. I am telling you. Most of my friends still have their both their parents with them. But it happens. It happens in kind of quick. Yeah, life happens. Life happens kind of quicker than you know. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Maverick. Thank you, Rockin' Robin. Thank you, Scott. But so appreciate your moms and dads because they're not going to be around forever. And I'm still fortunate to have my dad around. And I think he was the first one to send me a happy birthday message. It was yesterday. He knew it was early. Maybe he was worried he would forget. He saw what happened to my mom. Maybe he was worried he would forget. So he sent me a happy birthday message, which was sweet. And for some reason, I was up at 2 o'clock last night. And my daughter, Morgie, sent me a sweet birthday message right at about 2 o'clock. Thank you, Paula and Dietitian. Sent me a sweet birthday message. And I told her I appreciated it. I've been thinking about her, and we should both be back. What are we doing awake? It's 2 a.m. We should both be back asleep. Your parenting duties don't end, apparently. And one of my mom's most important duties, at least to me, was calling me at 11:23 on my birthday. Yeah. Thank you, Stevens. But anyway, I worked last night. It was my first day at a job I got. I've been in Naperville. I rode across the country on a scooter. I've been working the last 2.5 months because that's where I thought I needed to be, in Yellowstone National Park, waiting tables at a restaurant in Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel. Thank you, Suhu. And I realized my kids needed me at home more than they needed me there, and that the details would take care of themselves if I got on my bike, left Yellowstone, rode back across the country, made it to a family gathering in Roscoe, Illinois, and came to Naperville with no place to stay and no job to go to. And that was 5 days ago that I pulled into Naperville. And just outside of Naperville, I stopped at a McDonald's, was scanning my phone, looking for a reasonable place to stay for a midterm thing. And I found this place that is called Extended Stay America. By the way, you can see behind me, You can see I'm really moving in. I hung up a pair of jeans. I never hang jeans. But I thought I'd be here for like, I don't know, a week. I checked in for a week. I might stay longer. So with that in mind, I decided to not leave these jeans hanging over the chair with which you see me sitting in and put them on the hanger. They actually provide drawers. And rather than my clothes be sitting kind of falling out of the bags, I could unpack and stay a while. Which gets me back to what I was talking about a little while ago, about the coffee. I was realizing I was opening the same bag of coffee a few days in a row. It was pumpkin spice. I was still really looking forward to having it. The thought crossed my mind to run to the store because I might stay for a little longer and pick up a couple different varieties of coffee. I will tell you, thank the Lord for my ex-wife who gave me my coffee maker back and has enabled me to brew my own coffee in my own room and make it feel a whole heck of a lot more like home. And I realized as I was opening the bag, yes, I could get more coffee, but I'm not sure, thank you, that I'm done with my pumpkin spice yet. I know I'm not done with pumpkin spice for the season. I'll probably make another pot today. I will probably make another pot today. Did I get my Purple Yeti yet? No, I did not. I forgot it. So I'm going around in Will Bill Chill's. I had a viewer here on Instagram. I don't see him on today yet. Named Will Bill Chill. That was kind enough to have this nice coffee tumbler made. And I so appreciate it. And it so keeps my coffee hotter, my cold drinks cold. But unfortunately, during the rough life that is mine, the magnet little plastic thingy that holds the lid in place cracked off. So it doesn't cover up the hole anymore. And yesterday, I was taking a cup to go. Here's me taking a cup to go. And I'm riding a scooter right now, a Suzuki Bergman 400, and put it in the back and was kind of leaned it against various things that were in the back, my riding gloves and maybe a pair of workout shorts I brought with me. And I was hoping it would be all well and good when I got to my destination. But when I opened up my trunk, my cup was dumped over and half the contents were spilling throughout my little carry-on case. So, yeah. They sell lid replacements for those. All right. Was my restaurant busy? What did I finish my story? I don't know that I did. Hello, Rich Sternicle. Thank you for joining. Let's have another sip of coffee. Did you ever really finish your story? This show is about me. What story was I telling? I'm just waking up. Good morning, Rich. Whatever story I was telling, I don't remember. The coffee bag, there wasn't much more to it. I thought about getting a variety of different coffees because I'm at my extended stay in Naperville, Illinois. There's various stores I can choose from. And I could buy any type of coffee I wanted. However, I think what I want is my pumpkin spice that I am drinking in front of you right now. And let me tell you, it fills up my room with such a warm, pleasant smell. And let me tell you, as a guy that was a realtor for 17 years, when I would open up the door for a would-be home buyer and we walked in, if the home was a pleasant temperature, usually cool in the summer, and smelled nice, the odds of it selling were 5 times greater 100 times greater than if it was unpleasantly warm and smelled bad. If it was unpleasantly warm and smelled bad, it's only going to appeal to the value shoppers, those that are going to lowball your price and look at it as an investment. My point being, yesterday, the day before my birthday, my daughters took me to breakfast, and I had a wonderful breakfast. And I'll get to what we ate in a minute, because I know RJ, who has a food fetish, is going to want to know every detail about my breakfast. Sorry, RJ. My daughter had to use the washroom real quick before she headed back to where she lives with her mom in Oswego. And she came up, and she saw the room, and she goes, "Oh, it's nicer than I thought. It's pretty nice. It's cute." But I think her response was very pleasant to it. And I think the reason was because my room had the warm, inviting scent of pumpkin spice throughout it. And let me tell you, when you live in a small studio apartment / extended stay America, and you have coffee brewing 24 hours a day, and when it's not brewing, you have a half, whatever's left in your pot just sitting there, spreading out its little aroma throughout the room, you're going to have a real pleasant smelling room. For those of you that live in 5,000 plus square foot mansions and feel woe is Ken for living in an extended stay, you don't know the perks to small home living. And I'm serious about it. I could put my clothes away and get on my hands and knees and scrub the floors and scrub the bathroom and have this place shining in half an hour. And again, I had the experience of living in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath ranch, actually pretty darn close to where I'm at right now in Naperville, after my second wife and I got divorced, and really loved that home. I mean, there were some issues. I had mice. Don't want mice. It's hard to keep mice out sometimes. And it wasn't perfect, but nothing ever is. But as far as my needs were concerned, it had hardwood. It had a fairly okay kitchen. It had a nice kind of redone bathroom with a beautiful soaking tub, which I've done a couple videos about, my love of baths. And again, it had 2 bedrooms, a nice yard, and a great location in a great neighborhood. And if I had all the money in the world right now, I might go back to that same neighborhood and buy a house just like it. Maybe it would have a 3rd bedroom. It'd probably have a 3rd bedroom. And let me tell you, if I had all the money in the world, I probably would have put $100,000 into it to pimp it out and get it shiny and get it the way I want, and maybe put in new windows and new siding and a new roof and take care of whatever issues that were bringing the mice into the house. But as far as size goes, a huge house is not really of any interest to me. And just not of any interest to me. And as a guy that sold homes for a living for 17 years, and I don't know, still gets impressed sometimes when he'll go into a big house and go into a nice cool basement and see this huge theater room that smells like new construction. But the reason it smells like new construction probably, is because the homeowners probably rarely used the theater room. If they used it, it would smell like them or popcorn or whatever. But I just think a lot of things in life we supersize just because we think we should or we can or we have the money to. And for a guy that has lived in some very nice places and some places that people might consider less than very nice. Uh, you know, maybe size doesn't matter. We probably should keep talking. We probably should keep talking. RJ wants to know what happened after the tour of my place. My daughter left. She got back in the car and rode home with her sister Morgan to her mom's house. Oh, how was breakfast? Breakfast was awesome. Hold on. I got more to say. I've got more to say. And nothing like crucial to say. I think I'm in a good mood. I think I got a good night's sleep. I think I had a great shift. I think I got a delicious looking chicken dish that I was brought home from the restaurant where I just got hired and worked one day. And so I got some more to say. So I'm going to be right back. So hang with me. Hang with me. Don't go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. There you are. You haven't left yet. Nobody can leave till I let you go, till I give you permission to leave. Hello, Mike. Thank you for saying you wish you could hire me. I wonder what you would hire me for. I'll tell you what, I was thinking about it as I woke up this morning. I worked last night. I didn't work late. It was only, again, a training shift where I was learning about the food. And I was there till maybe 8:30 at night. So I only worked 4.5 hours. But I got home. It was 9 o'clock. I was more tired than I expected. I lay in bed and had all these thoughts, these huge, grandiose thoughts of maybe turning on the TV or editing some videos or something. And it didn't happen. I was asleep pretty darn quickly, and it felt so good to be in bed and had worked my first shift and realized I think restaurant's going to be a really good match. Again, I don't want to put the cart too far before the horse, but it's a higher-end restaurant, and I would say it's, for a guy that's eaten at a lot of higher-end restaurant, the food is remarkable, and it's beautiful. And it is a dining experience. And I watched the food coming out. I watched the guys prepare it. I watched the care they put in the tiniest little details in preparing it. And I'll tell you what, the chefs at my restaurant, or sous chefs or whatever you call them, the guys getting the food ready, are artists. They're really artists. And the beautiful young lady that works amazingly hard running food and putting the final details on it. You should see her. Just what she's doing and how hard she's working and what a great employee she is and how all the people that I saw were great employees. And I think hiring, Mike said he wished he could hire me. I think hire carefully. Because holy smokes, they got some really good people working there that the attention to detail they put in sending the food out to the customer was amazing. And the way the food was plated was beautiful. And I'll tell you what, as a guy, the chef came in about halfway through my day and introduced himself. It was a very Spanish-speaking crew, in that Spanish was the language spoken in the kitchen. I don't know if you can tell. Spanish is not my first language. However, I've been fortunate to study some Spanish and work in a couple different restaurants throughout my life. And know more Spanish than the typical gringo, I think. And so I did my best to communicate, and I think they got a kick out of my efforts and were laughing at me, or laughing with me, as I hope. And like I said, they prepared a chicken dish for me to come home, bring home for dinner. And part of my job, and it was a beautiful, great job last night, was not only to watch the food, but learn the food. And again, there's a lot to learn, and all the menus, it's a lot to learn. But I was getting little samples of everything that was coming out. And the chef looked at me and goes, you don't have to eat all of the sample. They're just so you get a taste of it. I'm going, oh, I know, as I'm finishing off everything that is served to me. I was raised with two older brothers and a younger sister in the 70s on fixed income. We did not waste food. We did not waste food. And my mom, bless her soul, was never the greatest cook. We certainly weren't served food half as beautiful or half as delicious as I was being served. And was it tasty? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There were dishes, and I told the chef, I go, look, for this main dish is cucumber. I would never order this because, I don't know, cucumbers don't interest me a heck of a lot, but I am so thankful you served it to me because it was fantastic, and I wouldn't have ever ordered it. But I was able to try so many of the different foods that were coming out. It was amazingly hot, amazingly delicious, and amazingly beautiful. But my point being, at the end of the night, I'm feeling full as heck, and they're all laughing at me, and the young lady that's doing a great job running the food and making the kitchen shine, because when she wasn't running food, she was putting amazing attention to detail, cleaning the glass and cleaning spots that just kept it looking ready to go and professional. Asked, oh, are you still hungry? In very broken English. And I go, oh, no tengo hambre. And as I'm leaving, they're checking me out. And the chef had said, hey, I'll send you home with the chicken dish. And they're all saying their goodbyes. And I go, hey, I think I acted like it was a responsibility of my job to bring more food home. I go, I think they told me to bring the chicken dish home. And they go, oh, yeah. And they prepared it for me. And I go, no tengo hambre ahora, pero más tarde es posible, which means maybe later I will be hungry. And they all thought that was the funniest thing I'd said all night. And I left on a high note, saying that maybe I'll be hungry later and I will eat the chicken dish. I'll tell you what, I got home and I did not eat the chicken dish. It's still in my fridge, fully intact. I doubt it'll be as delicious as right out of the stove but it'll still be good, and I'm looking forward to eating it. RJ asked, does that help you as a server trying the food? I think tremendously. I can't tell you. I was on kitchen duty learning the food, but there were tables out there. There's a big glass pane between me and the dining area because I'm working in the kitchen. But I can see people eating. And I'm a people person. I'm more of a people person than a foodie person. And a couple of the waiters came in and were putting, I was just thinking of the dessert that I tried. Oh my gosh, it was so good as well. But anyway, we're putting candles on pieces of cake they were taking out to their customers. And I was, with all seriousness, said, oh, are you going to sing happy birthday? Do you need any help? I love singing happy birthday to customers. I love singing happy birthday to customers. I love talking to customers. I wanted to go out of the kitchen and ask them, hey, have you done? Ask them how was your dinner? But it was my first day training, and I was supposed to be in the kitchen watching the food come out of the line. But I saw these lucky customers sitting down, about to have a dining experience, and I was thinking of what I'm going to say to my customers, and with all authenticity, that they will be, have you dined with us before? No? Well, then you're in for a treat. And tell them how they should go about ordering and what they should expect, and be so proud of the food that I will be dropping off at their tables. I'll tell you what, Mike says, my wife always asks the waiters what they like. It's nice when they know the menu. Yeah. Does the restaurant have a website so we can see the menu? Yeah, William, it does. I'm not going to say what restaurant I'm working at yet. I just feel it would jinx it. I've been there one training day. I might oversleep and miss my shift tonight and might lose my job. And can you oversleep if you're going in at 4 or 5 o'clock? But either way, I'll share the exact location. Hopefully I'll drive some traffic there because the food's fantastic. Fantastic. I was thinking about it. I want to bring my dad there for his birthday later this year because it's fantastic. And again, the presentation's beautiful. I'm sure the cocktails are awesome as well. I saw them being served. I no longer drink anymore, but I still enjoy when people are having a nice time. When I'm working, when I'm waiting tables and I'm working for them. And I promise you, you work at a place with great food. It gives your overall waiting their server experience, what they might, how they view their server. They rate us a lot higher when the food is awesome, and we really can't take the credit for the food. But it's going to be nice serving food with a heck of a lot of confidence and pride, and I'm looking forward to that. RJ asked, do they have me on for 70 hours this week? Let me have some coffee. No, they don't. But I hope the kitchen staff really enjoyed having me there last night, even though they were all speaking Spanish and I was doing my best. I think they enjoyed me. I think they did enjoy me. I'm enjoyable. Even in the wrong language, I think I can be enjoyable. So they're fist bumping and they're all doing their best to ask, hey, are you working tomorrow? But they weren't saying it like that. They were saying it in more broken English, or I'll see you tomorrow. And I go, well, I don't know. Where's the work schedule? Am I going to be scheduled the second day? I had no idea. So, and it was my direct boss's night off. She probably doesn't work on Tuesdays. And apparently, at least she didn't work last Tuesday. So I texted her as I was leaving. So she knew I worked till 8:30. And so whoever's in charge of paying me will schedule me or pay me for the full time I was there. But also to let her know I enjoyed the shift and enjoyed the work. And I'm excited about working more. And she texted back and said, amazing. Hey, are you available tomorrow through Sunday at 4 o'clock to finish up your training? And I said, sounds great. Honestly, I need the work and appreciate you guys being so proactive at getting me on the schedule. So I'm going to be working the next 5 days. Wait, when is it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Next 5 days. And training in other aspects of the restaurant and learning how to do everything that a waiter needs to do, from knowing the drink list to knowing how to enter food into the computers, and knowing how to set up the tables and how they want me to greet the customers. But hopefully they give me a little leeway on how I would go about greeting the customers. Because I like to bring a little Ken to our clientele's dining experiences. Because I don't know who else I'm going to bring. And I figured they hired me for a reason. And they want this representing them in a positive way and the most professional but still fun way that I can. And I think that things happen for a reason. And honestly, when I was driving back to Naperville with no plans, or riding back to Naperville, no plans on where to stay or where to work, or I had some plans, I knew I had, and I talked to RJ about it. My top 2 restaurants that I was going to go into first didn't offer me a job right away. But this restaurant did. And I believe things happen for a reason. And I think it's the right spot for me to have landed. Jack Taylor's on. Hello, Jack Taylor. Rich Jernicle says, if it's a higher-end restaurant, you should watch The Bear. I don't know. I've never seen The Bear. I've never heard of The Bear. I will tell you what. There is a restaurant in Naperville founded by Gordon Ramsay, the famous TV chef. That was my second restaurant I went in there. The general manager wasn't available, and she told me to fill out an application online. To me, online applications aren't nearly as exciting as meeting a manager in person and shaking their hand and looking them in the eye and telling them you're going to work hard, you're going to bring a positive attitude, and you're going to be on time for every shift. And yeah, that's what I was able to do with this one. And here I am 4 or 5 days into my return to Naperville, and I've already done 1 day of training, and I'm going to be working the next 5 days as well, finishing up my training. And like I told my boss-to-be with a bright smile and seems like a super energetic personality, that I'm thankful for the opportunity and appreciate them being so proactive in my hiring and getting me trained. Mike's saying he has to hire candidates remotely around the country. It's so hard to do interviews over Teams or Zoom. I bet it is. And the world, due to COVID, is kind of going towards a Zoom world and a remote world. And we see doctors over Zoom, and we see our therapist via Zoom. I didn't see my doctor or my therapist via Zoom. I want the doctor to look at me and say, oh my gosh, he looks healthy or he looks sick. And I don't think if you're just seeing this on camera on Zoom, you can tell that. And yeah, Mike's saying he'd rather sit down for lunch and shake hands. Yeah, you get a lot from people's energy. And I'll tell you what, I would hire a person that with good energy that's going to work hard and do their best over somebody with fancy looking resume that some artificial intelligence program probably cranked out for them in 15 seconds. So anyway, it's Wednesday morning. I didn't only have a delicious breakfast with my daughters. I forgot to say. They picked me up at 11 o'clock. They showed up at 11:10, in case they're watching, right in the, will I get a cupcake today, RJ wants to know. I don't think so. Should I get it? What I might get for my birthday, there's a Dairy Queen, kind of an old-fashioned Dairy Queen, not too far from where I'm at right now. And Dairy Queen sells really big chocolate shakes. I mean, all their shakes are probably very large size, but I like chocolate shakes the best. I may celebrate my birthday with an extra large chocolate shake from Dairy Queen. Sounds pretty good to me. But anyway, my daughters picked me up. They mentioned they were hungry, and I said, "Do you still want to go to breakfast?" And Aaron goes, "Yes." Great confidence. And we picked a breakfast restaurant we went to. I offered an alternative, one we'd never been to, but was very close. And we'd been to this other one, and we knew it was good. And I go, well, here are our two choices, one we don't know or one we do know. And she goes, well, why would we go to the one we don't know? And I go, well, just to try something new. But that got beaten out, and I respected her strong opinion on the subject. So we went to one we'd been to before. I ordered a ham and cheese omelet, American cheese with hash browns, and a side of pancakes, and it was delicious. My girls, what they got they got what they got. I'll just say my daughter ordered some sort of skillet. My daughter Erin and my daughter Morgie ordered the Nutella crepes. Who would have thought? Nutella crepes. I generally don't opt for crepes. I mean, I've only probably opted for crepes in my life less than 5 times, maybe. I don't often eat crepes. And anyway, but Nutella's delicious, and I don't know, she seemed to enjoy them, and I'm the only one that cleaned my plate. Oh, yes, I did. Cleaned it. But it was awesome, and we had a nice time and nice conversation. I said, hey, girls, I know you're busy, but if I'll buy Starbucks. They paid for my breakfast. They paid for my breakfast. My girls are growing up. They're 18 and 15. They're both working. Probably have more money in the bank than me, but that's okay. Proud of them. And they paid for my breakfast because it was a birthday breakfast. And I said, hey, if we go to Starbucks in downtown, I'll buy you guys some fancy coffee. And they got on their app and looked it up, and it said, hey, any fancy drink for $3 from 12 to 6 today. And I went in and I bought us all coffees. I tried to get a Trenta mocha. I don't normally get iced mochas, but if they're going to offer me $3 huge drinks of goodness, I'm going to take them up on it. And I went in and they didn't sell mochas and the iced mochas in the Trenta variety, but I got a venti, and they got various drinks that were pinkish in color, and one daughter ordered it with pieces, and one daughter ordered it without pieces. I joked with them and saying, I wonder what these pieces mean. And what it means is little chunks of strawberry floating around their drink. For some reason, one daughter doesn't like little chunks of strawberry floating around her drink. Whatever. But had a wonderful, wonderful day. And came back and rested a little bit. Got ready for work, went in. Had a great first shift, and I'll tell you, I was thinking about it this morning. I might good morning, working at nights a little bit. Working at nights. Rich Sternicle wants to know how the ankle's doing. It's not doing as good as I'd like it, Rich. I appreciate you asking. It's still got big scrapes on it, and it's still pretty darn sore. And I didn't mention to anybody at the restaurant that I have an injured ankle. And I bought an ace bandage, but I didn't think I'd need it, and didn't wear it last night, but I think I'm going to wear it tonight because I do think I hurt it more than I thought, but I appreciate you asking. But anyway, I think I might enjoy working at nights. As a guy whose favorite thing to do, one of his favorite things to do is hang out with his little babies who go to bed at 6 o'clock at night, and who doesn't drink alcohol anymore and really doesn't watch the TV much. It felt really nice waking up this morning at 5:15 going, hey, I work at 4 o'clock today. I work at 4 o'clock today. That's 11 hours from now. What am I going to do between now and 4 o'clock? I didn't have a whole lot going on, but I have a fairly free day. Yes, it's my birthday. Yes, I'm probably going to get a chocolate shake, extra large, at Dairy Queen. But I really didn't have a whole lot going on. Oh, one thing I did before my daughters picked me up yesterday is I joined the gym. I joined the gym that I started at last year, Planet Fitness. And I had a workout yesterday morning, and I will tell you what, my day was better yesterday because I worked out. I didn't work out real hard, but I joined the gym. I got a quick workout in and just felt so good to have known I was moving in the right direction physically. And I did something good for myself yesterday, and then I worked out, and I did bench press and curls and stretching and lat pulls and core, and got a great workout in. And I was there for less than an hour. Still was able to go for breakfast with my daughters. Still was able to go to downtown Naperville with my daughters, enjoy some coffee and walk around and enjoy the cool weather we were having yesterday. Still was able to get a nap in after that. Still was able to get into work on time and work my very first training shift. And I tell you what, it just felt so good joining the gym and getting a workout in and feeling amazingly productive on a Tuesday. And this morning when I woke up, again, it was like 5:15. I didn't know what day it was. Felt like a Saturday because I felt like I had the whole day off ahead of me, even though I'm going to get a full work shift in tonight. But I was excited about my day. I opened the blinds. The sun was shining. I had a free schedule. I knew I had a hot pot of coffee waiting for me. Thank you, Lars. And I was really looking forward to my day. My point is twofold. One, it felt great to join a gym. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do or what you should do, but it feels great going in the right direction physically or emotionally, spiritually, or relationship-wise. Rather than the path of least resistance, which is not doing anything and just sitting on your couch and watching TV and drinking a beer and eating peanut M&Ms. And while I no longer drink beer, and I no longer even own a couch, I still do eat peanut M&Ms. I still do eat peanut M&Ms. Yeah, no, I've had an amazing amount accomplished in the last few days. It feels good. It feels good. Again, I woke this morning a little stressed, a little worried, have some issues I need to resolve. Said a little prayer and realized I am accomplishing a lot and I am going in the right direction. And I'm going to do my Coffee with Ken show. And I knew I was going to be able to work and get my training done this week and was going to work 6 days straight at my new restaurant. And I was going to enjoy the people I worked with. I was going to love the food and enjoy the experience and accomplish what I needed to accomplish. So it feels good to be making the decisions I've been making and to be making the choices I've been making. And to be drinking the coffee I've been drinking. And it's going to feel good. Because, again, I'm only scheduled to stay here till Friday. I was worried they might sell out and I'd have to move. This gives me some grounding. Even though it's only an extended stay, it gives me some level of grounding knowing. Let me tell you what, you get divorced, you go through a career change, you ride a scooter across the country and back, you stay in a dorm with other men and use a communal bathroom, and it feels good having a place where you can hang your jeans in the closet. Look at this, I'm so proud. I've never hung jeans in my life. I don't even know if I did a very good job. They're jeans. How good of a job do you need to do hanging them? Jeans don't get very wrinkled, do they? And they're just jeans anyway. But it feels good having a place that can be my home for a couple weeks while I figure out some other pieces to the puzzle, if you will. And you don't need to have every piece of the puzzle figured out to play the game. And what you need to do is do the best thing for you at the moment that you're in. Whether it's joining a gym or picking up some litter or eating a piece of fruit or saying a little prayer or thinking of things you're grateful for. They're all positive steps that'll lead you on a positive direction. In a positive direction. And, yeah. My second cup of pumpkin spice. Believe me, if anyone's wondering, I'm not going to stop at 2 cups. I think I might have a 2-cup limit for my show. I wouldn't want anybody watching out there. It'll call the caffeine police and say, hey, I saw him drink 3 cups of coffee on one show. Stop him. So I'm probably going to sign off here on my Wednesday morning. This August 7th day of August, 2024. A day I'm looking forward to, a day that it's still not even 7 a.m., a day where I've had 2 cups of coffee, a great night's sleep. It's a day that's my birthday. It's a day where I'm going to go to my restaurant and have a great shift tonight, and just going to have a great day and enjoy my day and enjoy my cup of coffee and enjoy the moment that's in front of me. And I hope you do the same. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you had a great night's sleep. Thank you, Donna. I hope your week went well, or your week started off well. I hope your coffee's hot. Your coffee is tasty. That you're feeling good. That you're loving yourself. That you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.